Messier, they could see me bonging over a enemy, and young maid would sick up or good. Ufong bet statement is so Justice Stephen O'Con, it's here, and I would not move for no bomb bed statement or come booking. And I'm the idea on came the bomb bed me, a can am the idea on a bang and madame more if you will okay. I come bomb your.
I'm the idea on Kate where I would look at a American or a sort of McBembet, a boy I saw it here. I wouldn't move for a soup, casted me. I'm a son, I can remember it. Then I'm a young tomorrow. And our committee, and you belong to Madame Duamba. Our committee do came I can am doing a ma. Am I crable can warm me? I do settle. And I wouldn't move for a soup casted me. Now I'm better than. And I would have found best me, and Dania Canuco. Aman am yambuno when you show a bang. Kesson, it yet I wouldn't move for a soup casted. Bomfanam yadio came I am Bembet. And you show a bang. Men do the also for to Munoican electric radio get a Port Harcourt Electricity Distribution Company. Esinanga, Adido Winorican, Ekboruk, Wakop, and on Bunowu. Kusrida, Idemikan, am moi caragayan adino, even am condiment kit. I do about the admin for some Bonowinian. Or to a concession, Akanamayam, McBembereni, Fiorabang, and men do the also for to Mianam, Yam Bunfen, and I could be Yareset. Eba uton dio ufo utemuna ikan electric edison again angakestedemi ufong bet ema no yoebo yak akambo kaidnyen mufa utemeni obiongtum na ibo ya ikan electric ekrebo kena obiongtum mo enyo itre a prefen mendu dio sufo utemino ikan electric esene angakestedemi bun kambrik ba akwa united ema ben kobo mo ke kanaka mbambrik ba eke word mekbembet enyo iwuresre kom Iberedem, I'm a Pembereke Noroma. Miku you, Wisdom Jacob, a combo NTA.
I want to come statement, Ma Matadum Emmanuel. Atam take on my temonomy what. Yam more soon in the bone, meteor do wim at me even among council the middle fight. Maudo Magatanga Midara, Yekenege, Bono Yemiban, Kona, Ketukona, Epimam, me what. Kidomodo, no any secamedium for I come from yo.
Iwadweba. Okoro, Mibanaba, Emaria phone, Eton to money depend out of Wembono, Eboriongete, Una Women Stakeholders Forum, Eke to man or more. Mata, Udomi Manuel, Amacom, Iban Ko Carona, Ayokom, Iban Eborodo, Ediongete, Una Women Stakeholders Forum, Kedinamado. Ayong anom bonsidia ufonito nutmodi temebo ya moy kama memkose no ngommo e dependa odo wa mo akoro mbunu fo mo ati work bokoron ko karona ete sondo fort yembonofen e mai kom mamata odomi manuel ke memkose yananga ayong atanga bo kiba negesi ya bokoron ba to de bene dependa odo wemmi wat enon dito ibani tem ayong ay bongakam enon ko karona mestedemi Akbara inam kitiero kedo, angwana dai wuru karastedemi, mama ta udomi Manuel, adi deme, mempo nongam bono wuse kamedepe, ndaudu wem, ammo, kuna, Wisdom Jacob, akombok NTA.
Mbono wo enye medu wem kere dogo, ama wo utriswa, ammo isyu India, usokodo kendo, nkorome, mpomfen, Okombo nyen Charity James amasa ngabo membono wabanga mbengire memoy nama ebanga utriswa nyem amoy mai tanke kosodo na akomi bara ana muwe mesonke mimoy ibara mbake ilisore nanam sekenante mimoy nam utriswa me ekombo komi itonye oyo
Afion triswa ado ofion December ado ini frewo esere bon akamebe nga basebo ya inomfon no iduwem itum ofion December nko ado ini ambono we esere tabire menyon fo mbage dia osoro triswa yembono mo kenanga utriswa 2015 awere disam usongbon sira ku yo ebo kemmimo ikerege ku soro utriswa isanganyem aya kun kenanga sero kemmi swamfen akenu na ko kesten nyem ye kidan nyem Nigeria Amo e mai koma basi kena ake kama mo ke fiong do ke sokobo yo enyo itanki mini royen kempo ya ana ngebono anyo fon beniso iniswa amo e mai koma basi kena ake kama mo ke fiong do ke sokobo yo enyo itanki mini royen kempo ya ana ngebono anyo fon beniso iniswa Christmas adisam Usore mai chanke na mi mo ini esi yem ke fiong December mi be mi so u 3 December risken. Ikon don esrero mbon edo to anyan ke basi iri ka tembiara. Kenta mi ana wo yire ke basi mba nku ka senye ni ba iso a December mi akana kronin. Ke uyo Charity James akombok NTA.
Nito fong with echo to World Faith High School. Do fortum NTA uyo desena andarutum ukombok yosanetum ase kaisu. Amoy mai kom akamutum ku fortum NTA kendara utum kod amoy na mesin ko ukombono ke statement. Ya kumbo mi ayo.
Eke siagu fong wede diongonte World Faith High School kiswa 2009. Ndenu fong wede mi ada ke yo ufok edem mi ba ke fak Nelson Mandela mi kuyo. Ndito fong wede mi kini eke di seme NTA uyo. Ado asane tum no NTA ete mofat ado wo siki wo idai kommo. Anyungo do kommo banga danga NTA ke tongo me ubiong utum mo enye yedinam. Ema ebe ndito fong wede mi esanga mention ko utum. Enyunge do kommo muson kere kidna na utom ke mitiemi udiane tubo mu fong weredo ete nebet akpan ama kom mi po wo NTA uyo ayin bo ke mi mo ndidi NTA aben wagu fon asong ni to fong weredo ndi to fong wet ye metitia emaitang ebo ke mi mo imi pep atawu wangpo ami mo imi kinege ifyo ibanga u fong were mi ene ubiong utom dino ntogo yen ukpep mbagmo ekapado Bikboy ban miden ki ni so mi ku yo peace fingersi okombok NTA
Okang ni tembongen atre aro de idiong baya di beni kombakara e hodni
Good morning and thank you for joining us on the AM News. I am Edidion Iba. The Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly has confirmed the appointment of Justice Stephen Okon as the Chief Judge of Akwa Ibom State. Assembly correspondent Ifoma Ayoje has details of these and all the activities on the floor of the House.
The Governor's message requesting the confirmation of appointment of the Chief Judge of the State pursuant to Section 271, Subsection 1 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was referred to the House Committee on Judiciary, Justice, Human Rights and Public Petitions. Accordingly, the committee, after screening the nominee, observed that he met the constitutional requirement for the office of Chief Judge. The Speaker, Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Elder Nneka Noko, announced the confirmation.
I will still the position I confirmed by this honorable House as the substantial Chief Judge of Akwa Ibom State.
In under development, a motion on the exploitative and fraudulent bills by Port Harcourt Electricity Distribution Company, PHEDC, for power either not supplied or delivered in epileptic fit has been moved on the floor of the House. The sponsor of the motion, Otuekong Sesien, and other legislators debated on the issue.
Speaker, urging the federal government and all relevant agencies to also consider a closer monitoring of these distribution companies and mete out appropriate sanctions to erring dispose whenever necessary.
I want to lend my voice that the Port Harcourt Electricity Distribution Company is someone who are clear what is our role and explain why the government, despite the huge investment by the state government in this aspect, should be suffering.
I support the motion and I concur that this is the right thing to do and this is the right time to do.
The House passed a resolution urging the National Electricity Regulatory Commission and the federal government of Nigeria to take their regulatory and supervisory roles more seriously by checking the exploitative billing practices of PHEDC.
This House invite the managing director and the management team of the PHADC to appear before this honorable house in an executive session to explain why his company is levying such unreasonable and exploitative charges on the people of Akwa State.
Meanwhile, the victorious Akwa United Football Club presented the Federation Cup won last week in Lagos to the legislative arm of government. They said it was in appreciation of their support to the team during the championship. From the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Ifoma Ihoje, NTA News.
The Akwa Ibom State Deputy Governor, Mr. Moses Ekpo, has stressed the need for stronger partnership between the government and private organizations to ensure productivity. Mr. Ekpo said these are the awards ceremony organized by Billboard World Magazine for advertising brands.
Commending Billboard Group on the innovation, the Deputy Governor, Mr. Moses Ekpo, appreciated the group in the selection of awardees, noting that the award would boost productivity and proficiency. He, however, advised journalists and media practitioners to abide by the ethics of their profession and congratulated the initiator, Mrs. Maureen Umana, for her dedication to duty. The organizer of the award and Chief Executive Officer of Billboard Group, Mrs. Maureen Umana, said the award is the organization's way of rewarding excellent performance in the creative industry.
The award is a corporate social initiative aimed at encouraging, motivating, rewarding key industry players and brands that have distinguished themselves and have added immense value to the growth and development of out-of-home media and the Nigeria advertising business in general.
Goodwill messages were presented by guests including the Registrar Advertisement Practitioners Council of Nigeria, Alhaji Bello Kankafi, President Outdoor Advertisement Association of Nigeria, Prince Tunde Adedoyin, and others who called on the government to enforce advertisement laws in the country.
Attempts to bring sanity and credibility to the industry. And even in the future to come, I would love to see brand as him grow and grow and grow, bigger than everybody, and probably overleap even the case tonight. Because honestly, it's something that we will enjoy while in Ghana, and we had a fantastic outcome.
The event featured presentation of awards in Uyo, Peace, Fingesi, NTA News.
The wife of the Akwa Ibom State Governor, Mrs. Martha Odum Emmanuel, has charged youths of Una local government area to arise to greatness and shun violence. This assertion was made during the Una Women Stakeholders Empowerment Program for the youth of the area. Wana John completes the story.
About 12 youths and 40 women have benefited from the empowerment program of the Una Women Stakeholders Forum. Mrs. Martha Odum Emmanuel appreciated the women of Una local government area and applauded the Una Women Stakeholders Forum for their initiative, advising beneficiaries to make judicious use of the empowerment items. The transition chairman of UNAMI State, Sunday Uforte, and other stakeholders appreciated Mrs. Martha Odum Emmanuel for her motherly disposition, saying the forum was founded by the women to empower the youth, counsel the girl children, and pray for the local government area and the state at large.
Notice the tremendous information in terms of industries and factories and groundbreaking of road constructions. Your husband, the entire elders of Una, the youth, the women, as you could see in their numbers, wherever you are going, we are going with you.
Goodwill messages were presented. Guests include the Commissioner for Women Affairs, Dr. Glory Edet. High points was presentation of empowerment items to beneficiaries by the wife of the Akwa Ibom State Governor, Mrs. Martha Odum Emmanuel. In Uyo, Wana John, NTA News.
Just a quick reminder that for more news and other information, you can log on to our website www.ntachannel12video.tv. Like our Facebook page, NTA Channel 12 Uyo, and you can equally follow us on Twitter at NTA Channel 12. More news. The end of year is usually characterized by anxiety, great expectations and celebrations, and the 2015 is not an exception. As the year draws to an end, many people have continued to engage in hustling that characterizes the season. Charity James sampled the opinion of some residents of Uyo, and they are optimistic that they will leave the year in good health in spite of the present economic situation in the country.
At the beginning of every year, everyone prays and hopes to see the month of December being the last month of the year. It is a month that draws people from far and near to their roots, as many travel home to celebrate with family members. As this year's 2015 draws its curtains, some residents of Uyo say they are not expecting elaborate celebrations during this season as previous years, based on the economic meltdown in the state and country at large, while expressing appreciation to God for a successful month of November, being a month of transition into December. The people also express the hope that the economy will get better before the Yuletide.
The way I celebrated it last year will certainly, change, this year, because a lot of things has to be cut down.
Make any difference to me? Economic downturn, I can eat pounded yam any day that I want to.
Xmas time, God will make everything perfect.
Others say their expectations must be met before the month runs out.
We're already in December, the last month of the year. I'm expecting that I'll be lifted up higher than where I am standing today. And I'm expecting good things. Good thing because December is going to be, it is a year, it is a month of completion.
I expect in the month of December, I expect a good result and the same is going to result. And also I expect peace, joy and happiness for everyone.
The expectation is to see the last Sunday of December or even to cross over to a new year.
Money, what is the right money for us?
But what should one do when these expectations are not met?
By peradventure, you didn't meet your expectation. That may not be your time because God works in time. After this season, there is another season.
Continue to believe in God.
The word of consolation is that the expectations of the righteous can never be cut off. It is good to keep trusting God in prayers. In Uyo.
As part of extracurricular activities, students of World Faith High School have visited the Nigerian Television Authority, Uyo, on an excursion where they were admonished to embrace discipline in other
Television Authority Uyo were received by the Public Relations Officer of the station, Mr. Mfonobo Mufat, who enlightened them on the history and objectives of NTA. The students were later taken round different departments of the station for enlightenment on the workings of a television house. Some of the units visited by the students include the newsroom, programs department, program studio, master control room, editing suite, and the transmitting room. The Vice Principal Academics of World Faith High School, Mr. Nebet Akpan, while appreciating the management of the station, said the excursion to NTA is beneficial to the students.
Well, the reason we are coming here is for us to show them the practical aspect, how this information can be transmitted from one location to another. That's why we choose NTA.
Some students and teachers comment.
I am really excited because this is my first time being here. I never knew that editing means to adjust some things that are not important. So now that I've been here, I can learn more things.
I love the transmitting department because it is used to generate news and carries it back to our home.
In my future, I want to be a newscaster. So they have given me a great privilege and opportunity to learn some things.
All this question that they ask them, especially the history of the NTA, they won't find it difficult to answer the question. They will answer it perfectly because they were enlightened.
His question is I like it because it benefits a lot.
World Faith High School has education for leadership as its motto, with the vision of molding young ones to become great men and women in future. In Uyo, Yomi Taiwo, NTA News.
A little bit of sports news now. Nigeria Under-23 Dream Team 6 is currently battling Egypt in the second game of Group B in the ongoing 2015 Under-23 African Nations Championship in Senegal. John Paul Almona reports that Nigeria had earlier defeated Mali 3-2 in the first game of Group B on Sunday night. The Under-23 team coach Samson Siasia had assured Nigerians that his team has made all the necessary plans to defeat Egypt in the match. The win for Nigeria in the match will guarantee her place in the quarterfinals of the competition, as Nigeria currently leads the group with 3 points. The weather forecast for today, Thursday, November 3, 2015, shows that the morning period will be hazy at 25 degrees Celsius. The afternoon period will be sunny at 31 degrees Celsius, while the evening period will be cloudy at 27 degrees Celsius. And just before we go, be reminded that mutual respect for each other and avoid aggression to sustain peaceful coexistence. And that's the AM News. We thank you very much for watching. Join us again at 7 o'clock this evening for another package. Good morning.